Okay, guys, this is Diane. You're not gonna see my face today because I'm doing a repair video. So I wanted to show you today how I'm fixing this Bible there's another video also on YouTube that shows how I prepared the Bible. It's not missing pages, but the pages fell out. So we are rebuilding the spine in order for the pages to be able to be put back in there. So what I'm going to do first is measure what I need for the length. I use mull. This is called mull, and you can buy this at any book repair website. Really, it's not hard to find. Talus is a nice one. There's also one out of, I think it's called New Hollands or something, or just Hollands book repair store, and they handle book repair supplies. So what I'm going to do is just kind of measure what I need. I have a piece here that's ready to go. So I'm going to just measure here so I know how much to cut off. And then I'll go down to the bottom of the Bible and do the same on the other end of it. The area that I'm repairing is, I'll show you, it's really not very wide. You can see that right here. It's not very wide. It's probably not even a ½ inch. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and cut the mull so you kind of see what I do here. So I'm just cutting some, and you could measure like crazy and do all kinds of stuff, but I just fold things straight. I mean, I guess I'm a sewer too, so kind of used to folding things. And so I just try not to overcomplicate things. I mean, my engineer husband would try to measure everything and try to do it that way, but I just prefer not to do that if I don't have to. And it's mostly just because I don't have a lot of time to measure stuff. So if I had a lot of time, I would do that. But, it's just not really something that I have a big luxury for. So anyway, I'm just kind of cutting this. Let's see if you guys can see it here. And I'm just cutting along this fold area. I'm gonna have to get my arm crooked around here. Okay, so here's my little piece that's gonna go. I don't know if you guys can see that. And it's just gonna go inside the Bible on the spine. And what is eventually going to have to happen with this, and I'm just going to be gluing this in today, basically. And I'm gonna cut a little bit off the end here. But what I'm doing today is gluing this on, but eventually this will not work either. When these pages fall out from this, and this should last for several years, but eventually it won't. And so what we'll end up having to do is taking it all apart and taking the plastic spine, which is, believe it or not, that's what this has in it, is a plastic spine, and underneath these pages. And I will have to I will have to take all the pages off of the plastic spine and take the spine out and reform the spine. Mostly because the spine has curved with use, and it wasn't a very good one to begin with. It was very flimsy plastic, if you want to say. And so that spine, now I'm just pushing down on this, and if you're wondering what I'm doing, this is called babysitting, making sure that it's where it's going to be, where it should be. But so getting back to this, I'll have to take these pages off, pull out the plastic spine, reform it. So I'll have to heat it up enough to reform it, put it between 2 bricks or weights, and I'll have to reattach all the pages, which will not be, it will take a long time. I'm not gonna lie, that's gonna take quite some time to do. Trying to find a little tool here. So that's what's going to have to be done eventually. But this was it's not a quick repair, but it's a repair that should last a couple years. I'm just using my fingernail file to make this adhere to the spine. And then what the mull does is it makes a surface for these pages to adhere to, so that so that they have something to grab onto. And so what happens then is after this dries, I will take these pages and I will put them in the right order, and then I will sort of clamp them together and make this part where it hooks on here, make it nice and flat as I can get it. And then I will, after that part happens, then I will attach these into here. And it almost always happens with these Bibles that I've done a bunch of these now, is that they always either detach on the edges, like the front or the back. So this one detached in the front, which is a little bit easier. I just worked on one not too long ago where it detached in the back and there was a whole section that came out. And so I put it back together and I did my best, but the thing is that, well, that one had a lot of trouble too. It had a lot of tape and everything I had to take off of these flimsy pages, which took time. But the point I'm trying to make is that they just didn't make these right to begin with. And apparently they just didn't have the money to spend on them. Or I don't really know why, because they were nice Bibles as far as the, like the versions and stuff. They took time with that, but they just didn't take time with the publishing and printing and the upkeep of everything. So I'm putting them together. So I'll be going through these, making sure that they're, we already ironed these. I did the ironing video, which is also on YouTube. And so we will take these, they're already nice and flat, so I will take these and go through and just make sure that all the pages are in the right order. And that will take me a little bit, so I won't make a video about that. But and then we'll go ahead and when this dries here, then we will go ahead and attach all these together in here. So that's pretty much my video today. But I hope you can see what I did well. So if you I'm still getting used to this camera holder, but if you can tell, here's a little gap down here, and then there's a little gap up here, and this will be, this is the part where it needs to just dry and be an anchor for these loose pages over here. So, all right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down for now. I hope you enjoyed that, and I will be back with the rest of it as soon as I can. Thanks. Bye.